There we go. Oh, we are live. Awesome. All right. Okay. Audio should be working. Everything good. Green light, go. Woohoo. All right. Welcome back to another live stream. My Streamlabs chat is working now, so I don't have to have the chat up separately, even though I probably will. And so I'm finishing building up the Empire Temple of Mandus, which I started earlier, and then decided I would finish it in a live stream. So here I am. And if anybody shows up, anyone has any questions, etc., then feel free to ask them in the chat. And yeah, that is about it. Let's see if anybody shows up. I don't actually know if notifications would get sent out for this or what, but let's check on that actually. Okay, it looks like it will show that I'm live. Cool. I don't think I got a notification about it though, so I guess that's probably why people won't show up for a little while, but hopefully they will make it sooner or later. Alright, let's just check. Alright, let's get going with bag one. I already built the two minifigures and a couple steps, about 10 pages of the instructions, so you didn't miss too much, but yeah. Alright. Okay. Looks like I might just be destined to sit here all alone, which I guess is fine. Hello, AWM, welcome. I'm doing pretty good. There's a little bit of a delay, so I probably said that right as you showed up. Sent Beef have an invite, I don't know if they'll join or not, but we'll see. And we will get back to building. Alright, I got this on eBay, and it came today. It's supposed to come on Monday, so it's kind of cool, I guess. Is it Treyang? Oh yeah, this thing? Yeah. Trans bright orange, the neon color thing. Yeah. There are several of them in the set. I don't know how many, at least two though. And both of them get stickers, so that'll be fun to apply. Was? This is just red tall stickers too. Okay. That's an interesting pattern. Oh, I didn't finish building red visor. He's supposed to look like this instead. It's cool. It would be a neat neoclassic space windshield. Those are always yellow though. If they're for the classic spaceman. There we go, that's better. Fixed it. I guess you can't really see. See these guys. There we go. Now you can. You didn't get a notification for the stream, I assume. Right, AWM? I don't know where everybody is. Because people aren't used to me streaming. When I tried earlier, there were 2 people who showed up and didn't really say anything. They just sent like 1 message. And then I decided to end the stream and go do something else. But now I'm gonna finish building this anyway, so I guess I might as well just do it live. Maybe someone will show up, maybe someone won't. You got notified? Okay. Guess everybody else must be busy. I don't think anybody else was live today. Or what? Like, now. I did a quick look, unless someone else went live while I was trying to sort out the issues I was having. Okay. You didn't get notified. I didn't realize that you got notified for the one that I removed. Otherwise, I would have just kept going with that one. But I figured nobody would get notified about it. It doesn't look like anybody else is live, at least that I've subscribed to. Yeah, I don't know. But whatever. Very few people are fine. Well, maybe other people will show up eventually. Post this on your community tab? You could probably do that. Will it allow me to link to my... Oh yeah, it will, I think. Hello, Inc. T3AR. I don't know how you want me to say that. You can let me know in the chat. But hopefully, close-ish enough. Also, is my audio good? Just want to be sure, real quick, that I don't sound really quiet because I'm a little bit further away from the microphone than usual. Notifications went out. You're reading this live now. Feel free to stop by and say hi. All right, someone remind me to delete that if I at the end of the stream. All right. I don't think I've seen you around before, Ink T3AR. I'll just call you Ink. Is that good? If that's a problem, I can call you something else, but Ink's probably easier than attempting to figure out what the T3AR are all about. So, how are you on this fine Saturday afternoon / evening? I guess it's probably counts as evening now, right? I don't know if I've I definitely haven't seen you on a live stream before, but you may have been in the comment section before. But if not, how'd you find out about the channel? And if you have any other any questions and stuff, or discussion topics, anything really, you're welcome to ask them. Kind of a chill stream. No real schedule or anything aside from building this. We may have a guest or two hop in later if they want to. Okay, looks like we're just using a lot of large pieces to build up this bottom layer. I guess we're already at the point where it's getting a little bit difficult to see the progress here. I guess we could do it like that. Is that better? Maybe like this. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. And you can see some stuff in the background too. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. And then I have more height to work with here. I can even get the thing in the background too. Alright. And actually I'm probably even louder too, which is probably a bonus, I think. Ooh. Okay. Sticker time already. That is unexpectedly soon. So looks like, oh, because it's transparent back here. Looks like not quite the same red here. Gotta move this out of the way to get the maximum potential lighting. Not gonna screw this one up. Do it right. And if anything, I was a little bit too far down on that one. But I think that turned out pretty good. There's sticker one. I just have to do the same thing to the other side. And someone else hop back in, unless it was AW returning. So welcome, new viewer. Thank you for stopping by. Actually, I guess that message will be delayed anyway, so maybe you will have left again by the time you hear that, or by the time the stream hears me say that. That is. But welcome. Okay. Wait, what? Is that even lower down than the last one? No, it's good. It's good. Okay. There we go. That is stickers 1 and 2 applied. Those don't look too bad from a distance. Welcome back, AW. You missed the sticker application, which is probably a good thing, because that's probably not very exciting to watch, since I pulled it off the screen to get a really good look at it anyway. I also changed the camera angle, actually, as you can see. So now we are moved over a little bit. But this allows me to get more height, so you can see more things. Which is probably something that you want. Either that, or you're just here to hear me talk, and you don't really care about what I'm building at all. Which is also a possibility. Actually, stickers should be tight to prevent them from having air bubbles underneath, because you'll be able to see the air bubbles, and that would be unpleasant. Okay. That bag one is like it's a very large bag, or was a very large bag, compared to all the others. We're getting different angles now in the stream. I didn't know this was a Marvel movie. Fancy. Are you suggesting that only Marvel movies can have different angles? So what about Marvel TV shows? You didn't think about those, did you? Interesting. Oh, great. I'm about to have to do another sticker. And the sticker that I'm about to have to do is probably going to be the most annoying one in the whole set. Oh, well, I guess tied for most annoying with another one. So yeah, nothing but Marvel movies has different angles. Nothing at all. Triangles only have 3 angles. Okay. Let's see if we can do this properly. Sticker number 2. I'm probably going to be quiet for a second. Because this needs maximum concentration. Okay, that looks pretty good right there. If I do say so myself. Okay, I gotta lock it in. Okay. Alright, that's not too bad. You can sort of see the spot that the brick separator was touching, which is a little bit too much of it, but yeah. Alright. Alright. No. Oh, I completely skipped a couple steps. Rack him up. What are we racking up? And technically, assuming you're referring to The Dark Knight, which is the only Batman movie aside from probably some animated stuff that came out in 2008. Technically, he probably didn't say that in 2008 because it was probably filmed before 2008. well, unless I block again. Okay. Missing steps. Yes, I missed a lot of steps. I missed. Oh, never mind. This was in the last step. I just skipped it. Though I did miss this piece. That one. Okay, that one I saw, but I don't know. Never mind. I do know where this goes. Good. And that is the last missing piece. Okay, only bag 2. Which is the one with Lloyd in it, which means it's this one. Well, that means that they could have filmed it before 2008 still, so... I mean, if he died in 2008, then there's no way that it could have been after. And this is also my my first Prime Empire Lloyd minifigure, so that's cool. He's got a pretty confident face there. And he's got his swords. Oh, fancy. Did I hear that the Black Suit Superman leaked for the Snyder Cut? Wasn't it used in... Didn't we know that it was supposed to be in the Justice League movie after he was reborn? Didn't we know that before? Or am I just making things up? Maybe it was... Actually might have been like filming behind the scenes stuff. Pictures that might have shown that. But I believe we'd already seen it to some extent. Okay, there we go. There's Lloyd. Hello, MMA Nightcore player XD. Welcome. Yeah, what I'm saying is I thought we'd had, I thought pictures of it had leaked before, but I could be wrong. I don't know for sure. So how are you, Nightcore player? On this fine Saturday evening. With all the YouTube emojis. So we gotta build this fence thing. Which is kind of neat. There, so little fence there. A cool pattern. Deleting the messages. Also, BFAB will not be joining us for today's stream. Apparently he is doing emoji. Well, it was, we use like thumbs up emojis, right? So I guess that probably means good-ish. To some extent. Did these... Okay, these don't get... No, it's probably the other side of this that gets the stickers. Yeah. Okay. Why would not B5 is a requirement for every stream? He is mildly intoxicated. So he has chosen not to join. And that's fine. You're gonna have to report. Right. My community post did very well. What exactly is this build supposed to be? It's supposed to be some sort of weird temple thing. It's supposed to be from the Prime Empire game in universe. It's supposed to be like the final level. It doesn't really look that much like it's supposed to, but it's okay. The colors are kind of weird, but I kind of like that, just because it's a very distinct looking thing, which might be a good thing, might be a bad thing. I won't know for sure, I guess, until I finish building it, but it definitely will stand out on a shelf to some extent. Again, maybe good, maybe bad. Okay. Hello, Mobile Legends Master Pro, it's Brian. Yes, your name may or may not be Brian. Welcome to the live stream, and hello. Okay, this is this full build thing. We're supposed to take this and go like this. And then we need a sticker. It's the only thing missing from this build, which means I'll need to pull it off the screen again real quick to accurately apply the sticker. That was a really excellent sticker application. Look at that. Could not be better. And this one goes down here on this side, and it's gonna be able to spin in like that. And the other side should do the opposite. Hello, welcome, new third concurrent viewer. Thank you for stopping into the live stream. Please feel free to leave your name and number, and we will answer you at the tone. Just kidding, that's not how it works. Okay. Wonder what's a good thing to talk about. Oh, Brickset has been doing their best set of the Millennium match off, and today they are doing the first vote of the semifinals, I think. Basically, or the first two votes of the whatever round of finals this is. And the two matches are Parisian Restaurant versus the whatever the medieval market village thing is called officially. And then the other one is the Hogwarts Castle versus the old fishing store. So, I don't know, interested to see how that turns out. I forgot to ask for social and wire transfer info. Hello, Harry. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. How are you doing today? If you have any questions, leave them in the chat. I will answer all of them because there aren't too many. And yeah, that's about all the primary welcome information I've got for you. Questions don't even really have to be LEGO related at all either. Good, thanks. That's good. Nice to hear that you're doing well. I don't know if I've seen you around in live streams before. If I don't know, maybe I have and I've forgotten about you, in which case, sorry. But got a dab emoji. Right. Instead of a different if I was Doc, I'd read out the actual name, but I'm not Doc. So I can't. Question in that case, what's your social security number, bank card number, and home address? That's classified. Very highly confidential information, and if I told you, I would probably have to kill you. Technically, that's an elbow cough. I see. There's a cry for help, Harry. Are you sick? You have the coronavirus. In which case, unfortunately, I'm not really a doctor, so I can't really help you. But what time is it where you live? You're in England, and it's 12 a.m. there. Here it is just about 7 p.m. On the east coast of the United States. Thanks for stopping in from across the pond, though. How's stuff looking over there? Probably better, at least with the coronavirus, than it is here. Though I guess the state that I live in has actually been pretty good at controlling it, so it's not too bad here. But the collective here is not doing so hot. Wait, what did I do wrong here? All I did wrong was put this tile upside down. I guess there's a lot worse things that I could have done with that one. So they're gonna go like that, basically. And then they'll be able to open up. Like that. Yeah, it's pretty chill over here. That's good. Always good to hear that things aren't crazy, you know? There we go. That's good looking. Okay, so mainly because I don't think I've seen it before. If I have, correct me, of course. But how did you end up finding this channel, just for the topic of discussion? And assuming you're probably a LEGO fan, just because most of my viewers are, what's your favorite LEGO theme? Because that's a good question to ask, right? Or favorite LEGO set, you can answer either one. Or none. Because I can't really force you to share information. Well, just trying to, start a little bit of a conversation. Getting to know the viewers a little bit better, you know? Isn't you recommended? That's cool. So are you not even a subscriber, or are you just randomly showing up here? In which case, I appreciate it. Nice to have somebody to talk to, you know? Stream doesn't seem like it. Well, I mean, I guess maybe it was recommended to people and they just didn't care to watch it. But I don't know. I was live for a couple, like a lot longer than usual before anybody showed up. So okay, that's cool. It's working. But yeah, if you're not even a subscriber, it'd be interesting that YouTube's pushing this to people who aren't. You're not good enough to talk to on your own. I'm just saying that usually there are more people than just you. Probably Ninjago City set. Yeah, that's a very good one. One of my favorites. Probably in my top 5. I don't know. I think my favorite's probably Disney Castle though. But I do have Ninjago City. I bought it. Like I think within a month or two of it coming out. It's a very good one. The Docks 2 is actually really good. But yeah, it is kind of crazy that the Ninjago City is like cheaper than the Disney Castle. It's like 1,000 more pieces. That's kind of strange to me. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's not licensed. It did have a couple exclusive figures, but we got a guy with a kind of cool arm printing. I think it was probably it had the kid with the Lloyd shirt. He was kind of cool. Oh, and Galador shirt. That was obviously the highlight there. Alright, here we go. Getting some real height on this thing. I need to turn that probably. Oh, let's just start like this. Oh, I missed a part. That would explain it. You're in university right now, so Disney Castle ain't in your budget? Yes. I am too, but I bought that before I was in college. And I actually have, so how is, I assume you probably had to switch to virtual classes like the rest of the world in last semester. But do you know anything about going back in the fall yet? Because, at least for me, my school is going hybrid, but none of my classes are actually taking place on campus, so I'm living at home next semester. How many streams are starting today? I don't know about Jop. This is the only one that, well, I mean, I guess actually, I did start one earlier and delete it because it did weird things. But, yeah. Let's see. We're building the Empire Temple today. Shop. It's like the first Ninjago set that I built in a little while. Actually, there was one since the last time I talked to you, which was the Fire Fang, which I did get, and that was actually, I actually really like the Fire Fang. It's pretty cool. I believe it was the first thing that I've built since then. Ninjago thing, that is. Hey, Teal. It spins around. Kind of spins on the middle one. These go here, I guess. Playing all-nighter right now. For any particular reason, or just for, I guess, fun? And I guess I'm glad that you're still here hanging out, but I don't know. Sleep is a little bit important, at least. I don't think I've ever actually pulled like an all-nighter. I've gotten close before, but I think I've always slept at least a little bit. Oh, it's more stickers. Dang it. Lots of screens. I gotta pull this off screen for a second to focus on stickers. Got sticker number 1. How are you doing today, Chop, by the way? I didn't ask, or if you're still here, I guess. There's that. Okay, sticker 1 applied correctly. Sticker 2 with the cool dragon thing. He is preparing. These parts actually aren't too bad to apply. Stickers too. Got those little square signs. It's actually not going too badly. Actually, I guess, is someone else going live? It might be where Buttshop's comment was about. Okay. Be back with you, chat, in 1 second. Got one more sticker to apply properly. And this one, oh, whoops. Like that. Oh, this looks like. This is supposed to be a reference to like the Lego Battles Ninjago game. It sort of looks like that. It's not too similar, but similar enough. And I want to say maybe it is actually supposed to be a reference, which would be kind of neat. I'll have to do a little bit of research and see if anyone else came to the same conclusion as me. Alright, there we go. There's all 4 stickers applied to the interior of the thing. I'm going to check my subscription to see if anyone else did go live. Yes. Breakitext went live. That would explain. Easter eggs? Yeah. Yep. Probably some good Easter eggs there. Alright. And now we're building the little throne thing, which is kind of cool. Alright. Stumagami in the next bag, he might be. That's a figure that I've been looking forward to getting. It's even got a little. Is that supposed to be gray? It's got a little cheese loaf to stop him from. What was someone else live today about Shop? I've not accessed that filth in years. It says Butt Shop. Okay, so let me throw this on there, this on there, and this on there like that. And then, okay, that makes kind of neat little. Okay, like that. Alright, just like that. Little throne. Pop that on, and that's it for this bag. Oh, it looked like I had multiple attempts at starting this one. I did have. I tried to do one earlier today, and it was live for like 10 minutes and no one joined in, so I deleted that one. And then this one, I think I had to start twice. Because the first time, Streamlabs updated and did this weird thing where now you have to sometimes click go live here and in YouTube, and sometimes you don't, apparently. So apparently I started it multiple times. It was weird, but yeah, that would make sense. Did it notify you about all of them? Because the second one the second one didn't even start. I closed Streamlabs while it thought it was starting, and then it didn't. So that one doesn't even have a playback video, but yeah. On to bag 3 with today. Smaller bag, and it has Umagami in it. Umagami has his two little dish things that go underneath him. You got several notifications. Interesting. I didn't realize it would have notified everybody multiple times. Okay, there we go. There is Umagami. Never mind, it's not Umagami yet. I missed a very important part, which would be his cool shoulder armor piece. That is Umagami now. There we go. Working on a mock for Super Secret Police Dropship. Super Secret Police Dropship is actually one of the handful of LEGO Movie 1 sets that I didn't get and sort of wish that I did. Have you had that since it came out, or did you just get it recently? Actually, if you want to join the stream, you're welcome to. I can shoot you an invite if you'd like. Welcome after Oyanku. I'm afraid that's probably not a word. You just got it yesterday. Nice. Hey, how much did you have to pay for it? I don't think that one's going for too much ridiculous money. It's in your top 5 LEGO Movie 1 sets. Let's see. I think Benny's Spaceship is definitely my number 1. The double decker couch is pretty good. That's probably in the top 5. I liked the Kebab Bob thing. Oh, streaming this through Hangouts, but you can hop in. Do I still have a... Yes, I do still have a call. The video call ended because the computer went to sleep. The computer did not go to sleep. But... God, you link to share. Alright, I can send you a link if you'd like. There you go. You can jump in, but you may have to leave at a moment's notice. That's okay. I can shoot you a link and you can hop in if you want. You can not have it if you want as well. $50 for shipping. That's a good deal. Did you get it through eBay or did you get it through somebody else? I guess Bricklink too is an option. There's all sorts of options. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
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 How are you today?
I'm welcome.
That's good. It's always good to be welcome.
So how's the build
It's
coming along?
it's getting tall.
Is the build feeling welcome?
No, actually not yet. It might be eventually, but
I see some Disney brickheads in the background.
oh yes, we have all of them in there. Hey, it's Butt Shop.
Hey!
Welcome.
Hey.
Hey, W's!
I believe this is the first time I'm talking to you live.
What? That's awesome. That's good, right? Or is that bad?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to continue talking and find out.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. I'm usually pleasant. I was in a really bad mood today, and now I'm in a really good mood, so it should be quite pleasant, good sir.
Well, that's very welcoming.
Yeah, if I was in a great mood, I wouldn't have joined. I don't want to bring Jeff down like that. I don't want to bring him down when he's building his Ninjagos.
Eh.
Ninjago.
I'm trying to find something, so excuse my
Yeah, no problem.
I'm trying to find the parts I need. I'm building basically a castle. I'm gonna build a castle tower and hopefully be able to suspend the drop ship from Technic bricks coming out of it, so that you won't be able to see that it's being held by the Technic bricks coming out of the. It's going to be like a medieval castle tower with two turrets, like two towers, and then a big gate. But I need to find my black slope, tall slopes. Okay, got them.
Is this going to be based on like classic Lego castle, or is it based on like a real life castle?
Ooh, it's excellent question. I have not even thought about it that much. It's going to be based on basically more similar to like a Black Monarch's castle from vintage Lego. I'm just hoping it can hold up. This thing is massive, so the weight. I'm hoping. I don't know if it'll be able to hold the weight. It's going to. We're gonna have to worry more about structure than beauty at first.
Yeah.
That is always the right way to go.
Yeah, I can always. You can always put makeup on it later.
Yeah. Hey, it's the Java Lord. Welcome.
Hey, Java.
Hello, Lord of the Jawa.
Yeah, I paid $50. Jeff.
Was it like complete with figures and everything too?
There's completely
What'd you pay $50 for?
The drop ship.
the super secret blue drop ship.
Oh, I got that beat.
Oh yeah, you can get it. You can find it at a good deal.
Well, no, I got it's similar on topic, but it's not the same set. I got Benny's spaceship with all the minifigures. It was missing like a handful of pieces, but I got it for like $11.
Oh, that's a good deal. I got mine from my Benny's
Holy
spaceship
echo.
from Bricks.
Oh, no.
Brickzar. I traded Brickzar for Benny's spaceship. So he sent me Benny's spaceship.
That dragon.
This is I fixed Stormbringer. This took me like 3 days. I fixed Stormbringer's neck, head, and wings, so I could make him look like he flies in the actual show.
That's
Because
pretty dope.
right now so his head actually articulates at the neck all the way, basically, and his neck is articulated. It looks more real. It looks just like the show, and then he can actually pose how he flies, because he kind of undulates when he flies. So, or she, or whatever. I shouldn't assume the gender.
Is that
But that's
sand
fun.
green for the base?
For the Monster Fighters Memorial Park. No.
Oh, it looks
this-
sand green because of.
This green right here is from Belleville, and it's called medium green, and then they don't make it anymore. That
Oh.
big piece. So that is like an outer print green. I just made like a little park, and I call it the Monster Fighters Memorial Park. And so Stormbringer's just flying over it, because for my Batlord project, my Lego themed metal band, the second song is almost finished. It's called Stormbringer. It's obviously about Stormbringer. And so while I was finishing the lyrics, because the music's already done, I was working on Stormbringer, and then I ended up getting really frustrated.
Is this song already released, or is it still in the works?
It's still in the works. I have the guy who's writing all the music for me is the guitarist from the first band I was in 1996. Well, we formed in 1995, but he is doing all the music, and so far they're just MIDI files. But the band Lion Slicer will be doing all the music, like the guitar, drum, and bass.
Ah, that's neat.
So, like,
I'm looking forward to that.
3 of the 4 songs are written. I only asked him to write 3 songs, but he wants to write another one. So the first song is the lyrics and music is complete, and that song is called "The Ghost of Batlord." And basically, it's about Batlord, and he's sitting in his fortress when he is confronted by his own ghost, yet he's not dead. So
This seems like it's right up Jeff's alley, judging from his most popular videos.
So this is Batlord, obviously, the Batlord. And so
But of
he
course.
is sitting in his throne when the ghost of Batlord, that CMF, that recent CMF, the Fright.
Okay, I was about to ask you, is Batlord from the Fright Nights, which I believe you answered.
Yeah, this whole band is Batlord themed, Fright Nights Lego themed, but it also branches out into other fantasy like dragons and stuff. So the new CMF inspired me to write a song called Ghost of Batlord. It's a metal song. And there's nothing more metal than being approached in your throne room by a ghost of yourself when you're still living.
Are these songs gonna have music videos, or are they just like covers, or not covers, but?
Well, it's original music and original lyrics, and they will be recorded. Like the guy who is doing the music will be professionally recorded, or relatively professionally recorded, as good as you can get home studio. I don't have the ability to make videos. I'm sure someone could if they had the editing and.
Do you at least have a dope album cover?
Oh yeah, Stud Sidious is doing all the artwork, all the graphic design for Batlord. So he's like a professional. He worked for Disney. He worked for Lego. He's worked for Nike. He's worked for soda companies. He didn't work directly for Lego. He did advertising stuff for Legos, like Lego Land and Lego events. So he didn't like directly, but he worked for Lego. He's done stuff for all different marketing things that you would. He showed me his portfolio. It's pretty impressive. So he's like a mod on M&Rs. He does a lot on Instagram. He has his own clothing.
How does one become acquainted with such a fella?
I talked to him a little bit in one of my live stream chats. And he told me a little bit about that, but
he approached me, like he came to my streams, and because we have a lot in common, we're like the same age and we're into like the same music, like from back in the day, like 80s and 90s, like hardcore, like New York hardcore punk and stuff like that. So we had a lot in common. So he just started talking to me and offered to do all the graphic art for Batlord. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't approach him. I didn't even know who he was at first. I thought because he's like, oh yeah, I'm a mod for M&R. I figured that he was like some embryo that was trolling me. I figured he was fresh out the mom and trying to like mess with me. I don't trust people at first, so
yeah.
Unfortunately,
that's just how it be.
Yeah, I'd love to trust. I don't know if I got a good camera angle on it. Yeah, right now I'm just gonna try to work on the facade of the fortress, and then I'm going to have to like make sure this puppy is solid to hold this up. I don't know what this weighs.
That's probably pretty heavy.
It weighs a lot. Yeah. It's dense. It's a dense build. It's not like there's very little hollow space. Yeah. There's enough to fit your guys, and that's about it. And the jail cell's really cool. It reminds me of Space Police. Space Police 1. It has the laser bars, the red.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The red antenna pieces. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty rad, Jeff. A pretty cool build, I thought myself.
I wish Lego would come back with at least like one wave of original Classic Space or Space Police or something like that.
Original Classic Space, they've sort of tackled with the Lego Movie stuff.
Yeah, but we didn't get like an entire wave of it. It was like 1 or 2 sets.
Yeah, I don't know. There's actually a really you've heard of C-Tron, right? It was a canceled Lego theme. C-Tron.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
There's a Lego Ideas C-Tron set, and it's amazing. I wish everyone would go vote for it. So that 10,000.
I don't have Lego Ideas, so I can't vote for anything.
We need your votes, AWM. We need.
I've been considering getting a Lego Ideas account because Mr. Jeffrey over here always sends me stuff that I like, and I want to vote for it, but I can't.
I recommend it. I don't think you have to be 18.
I think you just have to be 13, actually.
Yeah, I think you just have to be a human.
Yeah, I don't know if I qualify there, but I was really banking on the Bill and Ted set getting approved, like because I thought that by now it would have 10,000 supporters, but it only has like 1,000 or 2,000, something like that.
Which one are you talking about, Butchop? There are two Citron
The
projects.
the big one.
The new.
There is a smaller one that's pretty cool too.
Let's see.
The large base.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I like the
Yeah.
I like the plant life under here.
Can you link this to me so I can see it?
Jeff can probably do it faster than
suppose.
I
I
can.
got it.
Jeff knows I'm like a boomer when it comes to Googling. My son calls me a boomer. My son's probably like a little older than Jeff. My son just graduated college. So
I don't like to throw around the word boomer unless it's required. So
he uses it like an insult. Like I guess they say it to each other, even though they're the same age.
Boomer and Karen are basically like racist words now because of politics or something.
Yeah, I don't get it all. I'm a Gen X. I was born in Generation X, so I don't really understand. I'm like, well, I'm not technically a boomer, but you can call me whatever you want, I guess. I don't really care.
Also, to address the chat
like
real quick, Java Lord says he's not Super Ninjago, but the color scheme on this looks amazing.
Yeah, this was one I wanted from this wave. Let's see, how many do I have from this wave? I have. Guess, Jeff, how many I have from the wave that you're building from?
1 or 0?
0. You are correct, sir.
0 to hero, just like
and
that.
Normally, I never go this long with 0 of a wave.
Yeah, this wave isn't. It's not my favorite one. I have the Gamers Market, and I have this one, and I have one of the arcade pods, and that's it so far.
I think this is my least favorite.
Yeah, it's probably like the Gamers Market. I would say is a legitimately good set. And this one's okay, but the rest of them I'm not super into. I'll probably get
the only reason I'd ever consider getting the Gamer Market is for the new classic space helmet in blue.
What about Pink Zane?
That's not even near as high a priority as that space helmet.
Well, the thing is, they have old classic space helmets in blue.
Yeah, but I like the newer ones better because they have the visual of the old one, but they're like sturdier.
I mean, none of the older ones that I have are broken.
I have no broken ones from my childhood.
I want to get some original classic spacemen because the only ones I have are from Benny's Space Squad.
Oh yeah, I have like from my childhood. I have all my classic space sets, and to be honest, only like the first 2 years of classic space were the helmets designed where they crack like that. They fixed it, and so basically everything from like 1981 on doesn't do that. Doesn't crack that easy.
What I always found ironic was that Benny's helmet from the Lego movie is supposed to represent like the original space helmet with the crack, but it has the thickest chin strap out of every classic.
I know, yeah. Probably so they could do the crack and have, I don't know.
Yeah.
See, because this is from my childhood. This is the same guy I had as a child, and his helmet.
That's neat.
His helmet is just fine, and I played with him in the 80s. So, and his print is spot on. This yellow guy is from my childhood. Nothing.
Did you pick up any of Benny's Space Squad?
I have one, yes.
I want to get an old classic spaceman just so I can compare the two helmets side by side in my own hands.
Yeah.
From what I can tell, the only difference is that the mold release is on the top.
Well, there's the exact contouring around the around the chin strap. It's not quite the same shape.
Right. Yeah, there's a little difference where the bottom of the chin part of the helmet meets the rest of the helmet, because on the original ones, and these are the updated ones. Oh wait, this yellow one might not be updated. Okay, so this blue one is the updated non-crackable one. This yellow one is technically the crackable one. So I'm surprised he's okay.
The yellow spacemen are the easiest to replace from what I understand, so they wouldn't really be a problem if that one were to crack.
Yeah, it won't, because it's not like I play with it like I'm 6 anymore. Like I'm not.
I don't know if I believe you on that. I feel like I do. Lego sets.
I do play with them, but not usually my vintage ones. Like I'm pretty gentle because, yeah, there is a difference. Yeah, you're right. The top of the helmet AWM is different.
That's the only thing that really bothers me about it. But like when you have the figures on display, you can't really tell.
Yeah, well, if you look at the old vintage ones, there's a tiny pinhole where on the new one there's like a pretty massive little divot there.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all by any means. It's a very good representation. But, you don't want it to be so perfect that you can't distinguish it, because then people will try to pass it off as the vintage.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I think that the newer helmets are going to be worth just as much as the old ones, because there's already people selling Benny Space Squad for like double the retail price on eBay.
Oh yeah. Well, and the thing, there was somebody I was in a stream with, and their lug actually had the parts from Benny's Space Squad in their lug that they could order from Lug Ball. So they could order like 200 helmets, 200 200 air packs, like from their lug, because like Lug Bulk is like they make Lego available in mass quantities for very low prices to the lug, so that they can use it to build mocks for conventions. So, and I've never heard of a Lug Bulk be having available the individual minifig parts like that. So they bought up like a whole, like they didn't buy the legs. No, they bought they, I forgot which one it was. It was one where the legs weren't rare. It wasn't the yellow one. It was a blue or
what, the pink one?
Maybe it was. I think he got the pink. They got the pink one, and then either the blue or the white. And they didn't order the legs because it was like white or blue legs weren't hard to get. They just
the only ones I can think of that are hard to get are the yellow ones because of like the hip piece, and the pink ones.
Yeah, and I don't know if they could order the yellow from their lug bulk, because otherwise they would have ordered tons of yellow legs just to have nude legs.
Yeah. The yellow ones already existed previously. I don't know how long ago, but the pink ones, I believe this was the first set to get those.
Yeah.
The legs?
Well, I have yellow legs from one of the Toys R Us Bricktober packs. They had the cop and robber one, police, and they had a criminal with no pants on. So I built a prison, and I put him in there on the toilet. Like I put him on the actual toilet because he had no pants on. He's wearing just like a striped.
I mean, if you gotta go, you gotta go. It doesn't matter what your profession is.
Well, you have in real prison, in jail, you have to go to the bathroom in front of the other. There's no privacy. Yeah. There's no door. There's not even a toilet seat.
So that was just Lego going for realism.
I was like, that's awesome. This is my prison pooper.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I just went to go look up the picture that said. I didn't realize that he came with just plain yellow legs. That's kind of...
Yeah, it was. I was like, this is awesome. It's a nude prisoner.
Like, for that reason, I think Lego had been very picky with where they use the plain yellow legs.
Yeah. Yep. The other place they used them is in a set that I hold dear. It is it came with the PC game called Lego Loco, and it came with he's called the he's yellow, all yellow. He has a Paradisa head, and then he changed him from a superhero into a non-superhero. He's this guy. He only came in a set packed in with the Lego Loco game, so it's kind of rare. But he's like the engineer, and he turns into a superhero. Like
I like that torso.
Yeah, he has a head with a mask. Then he comes with the old type cape, and he's got yellow pants.
Is that torso a sticker?
No, it's printed. It's pretty awesome.
It looks like it was a sticker.
No. Let me see if I can get the focus for you. Come on. You know you want to focus.
So close.
Come on, camera. You can do it. Come on.
It hurts to hold it that long.
The pain means it's working.
I wish that were true, my friend.
Jello says he's
feel the burn.
Yeah. Look at it with your eyes, quick.
I see it. I see the light.
Oh, that hurts. But anyway, yeah, he came with the second head, so he'd have his masked version and his unmasked version, which is just a Paradisa head, the mustache. the mustached Paradiso.
What I'm most interested in that is actually the cape piece because I've never seen that before.
It's like
That's from the old castle.
yeah.
The old castle had that cape piece. It's just a piece of plastic. Here, let me try to get it. When I was a kid, that was on like some of the castle knights. The guys who would ride the horses, the fancy guys would have them. And actually, I think the Wolfpack had these. It's hard to show.
I think I have like one or two of those, but I think one of them's like broken and the neck snapped.
For some
Yeah.
reason, I'm thinking that would be like a really good roof shingle piece to have those in a line.
It would be if you could get a mass enough of them, or a really good lobster bib.
I can't think of any roof that would be red though, unless it's like a Chinese food restaurant.
They had them in like yellow, right? And
it comes in black.
Oh, black would be useful.
I don't know, Jeff, if it comes in yellow. It comes in multiple colors, but it's a vintage part. So to like accrue a whole bunch would be very difficult. Well, or costly. If you could find someone selling it on Bricklink, I'm sure they'd charge you an arm and a leg for it. But every set that came with that came with an extra one.
Oh.
Like it was a standard extra part because a kid's losing them.
Or breaking them.
Or eating them. I guess
What's
they
your
were.
guys' favorite piece to get as an extra?
Probably printed nano figs like the Spaceman from the Saturn V, or Rex and Emmett from the Rexcelsior.
Or useful wise, I really like getting. It's like a 1x1 tile with the peg coming out, and it has the hole like for basically the Friends accessories.
Oh yeah, I use those all the time. Like
that thing is so useful to turn so that you can build with studs facing both ways, like sticking that into the end. So you have a stud, a regular female attachment there, and a female attachment on the other end. It's so nice for reversing it, so you don't have to have an issue because they have those 1x1 plates with the hole in the middle, the round plates with the hole in the middle. So you just stick it in there, and then it turns a male end into a female end. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah. This is sort of on topic, but I recently went to Target and I got a few Disney minifigures, and I got Anna as one of them, but she came with 2 capes.
Huh. That's awesome.
I have a funny story from like years ago. I got the Series 12 Fairy Tale Princess, and she came with 2 of the hair hat combo thing. I have no idea what to use the second one for, but I have it somewhere.
That also, seems like a better piece to get as a false spare.
Hello, Julian. Welcome.
Hey, Julian's Brick City. Woo!
He's accusing you of being the one eating the capes.
Yeah, that's what they all are. They're in my digestive tract. So if you need them for a roof AWM, you just gotta give me a colon cleansing.
I can ship one to you by next Thursday.
It's a dirty job, but worth it in the end. If everything comes out all right.
Hey, I can bricklink it, and nobody ever has to know where it came from.
Right. There's a thing called Dawn dish soap.
Yeah, exactly. As long as they don't know, they don't have any worries about it.
Right. Just have a sign that says "Don't lick the roof."
Yeah.
Job Alert says the best extra piece ever is the 1x1 printed Imperial tile from the Patrol Battle Pack. That was in a solo one, right? I think that was in a couple sets, but.
I think we can all agree, though, that the most useless piece to get as an extra is the stud shooter flintlock piece.
I would have said that, yeah.
But I recently did find a use for that. The end of it fits almost perfectly into the slot on a Technic connection piece.
But what's that useful for?
I don't know, but it's useful for something other than a stud shooter, which it was almost groundbreaking that I made that discovery.
Jeff,
and I also found out, do you know, I think this piece comes in a lot of friend sets, but it's the 2x2 bucket piece.
Oh, yeah?
The holes on the side of that are the exact same size as the stud shooter clip. For the flint piece.
2x2 bucket.
It's
Here, I'll find an image of it on Google, and I have Jess send it to you.
one of them is in the
Jeff, get
Dolphin Cruiser.
Oh, I have the Dolphin Cruiser right here, actually built.
It's like
My daughter brought all her Lego down.
Another use is this one's sort of illegal, but I like illegal building techniques. If you take a lever piece and pull the actual lever out of it, the stud shooter flint will fit perfectly into the base.
Oh yeah, I've seen that because actually when the stud shooters first came out, a bunch of
that's the bucket.
Yeah.
When the stud shooters first came out, a bunch of AFOs did a build challenge using those parts, and that was one of the first things they came up with was sticking it into the base of the lever. That was like the first thing I ever saw done with it, and then use it for like greebling.
Oh, Butchop, have you seen the brick set best set of the Millennium thing that they've been doing?
No.
So they've been doing they had people like submit the top 5 or their top 5 favorite sets of the Millennium, so like after 2000.
Yeah.
And they then did like a tournament style voting thing. And yeah, they're on like the quarterfinals or something right now.
Oh,
I don't agree with any of the sets that made it to that list.
I didn't get to vote.
You can still vote on today's, I guess. So before I show you their list, what would you list as some of the best sets of the 2000s?
Of the 2000s. Dang, I was in my dark age for.
I mean, it like includes up till now. So.
I can give you a suggestion, and you can use that.
Okay.
The UCS tumbler from The Dark Knight.
That is a cool set.
Also, because you seem like somebody who's very interested in classic space, Benny's Space, not Benny's Space Squad, the Benny's Spaceship.
Oh yeah, easily Benny's Spaceship.
Didn't that make it to the list?
Nope, that made it underneath the it was in the top like 50 or whatever, but it didn't make the top 16.
I think that the only set that I really agreed with making it was the old fishing store.
So
I haven't seen the updated list. I only saw the first one.
Looking for panels. You want me to mute?
What? No, it's fine. It's not too. Chat if that's annoying you. I can have.
My microphone is like super good, so it picks up like everything I'm moving around. Like my friends Hoosier was like, "Your microphone is really good. I can hear really well you shuffling around your bricks while you're looking for stuff while you're building." I'm like, "That's not a good thing. That's annoying. I don't want you to hear that loudly."
Javelard says the Fantasy Era Castle Battle Wheel, easily one of the best. I can't say I'm familiar with that one, actually. I'd probably recognize it if I saw it.
I don't know about the battle wheel, but I know the one that comes with the red dragon. That would be in my top.
Is that like a 2008-ish one, or when they redid it?
Yeah, it's the last iteration of Castle before it went bye-bye.
Look, I know which one you're talking about then. Like it was like $50 or something.
Yeah, now it's like $2 million.
Yeah. The Dragon Mountain.
The dragon alone is like a $40 thing used. Someone has it on my marketplace for $100 sealed. I just don't have $100.
I have a question. Does anybody on your local marketplace have the Sony A63000 for like less than $400?
What is it?
It's the Sony A63000.
Hold on, I'll check.
I want to buy a new camera, and I can't find one for like less than $400 to $500.
A6300.
Yeah.
Oops.
It's like the lowest year that I can find that records in 4K.
I'm searching A63 with Sigma 30mm 700. It looks like 700.
Oh wow, they're more expensive in your area than they are in mine. Might just have to jump on one that's near me.
There's a 6000. That's pretty cheap.
The 6000 only records in 1080p, but I heard it's still a good camera.
I wish I had a camera that recorded in NEP.
I haven't had like an actual camera in my entire life, and I'd like to actually get one because I like doing filming.
Yeah, I used to do uploads with it was like a portable camera. It was a picture. It's like one of these. It's a picture camera, and it also took video. And I would do uploads all the time. And it broke from like bringing it to conventions and stuff and just carrying it everywhere. And so I haven't replaced it. It was like super expensive when I bought it.
Did you have a camera bag for it, or did you just like hang it off of a strap?
No, I threw it in my bag that I carry my laptop.
Oh no, that's you should never do that.
Well, I found that out. But now I don't like making uploads with my external webcam that plugs into my laptop. It's just not I don't like it. So
I'm in a similar situation, but it's with my phone camera.
Yeah, I don't have a phone. But I need to get a camera. I just need to get a cheap one though. Like I don't need it to have 4K. So maybe you can help me figure out what a cheap one is that would be good.
I've heard that if you're looking for just like straight 1080p, the 6000 that you've mentioned, you can get those relatively cheap, and they're pretty good cameras from what I hear.
Okay.
I was actually considering picking that one up myself just because they're so cheap in my area, but I wanted to have the option of recording in 4K.
Yeah, they're still at like 300 used in my area.
Yeah. Surprisingly, some people on eBay are selling them for less than on Marketplace. And it's usually
but then you got to worry about like at least on Marketplace if the thing doesn't work, I know where you're at on eBay. It's like sometimes people and they'll just be like, "Sorry, too bad for you, sucker."
The only thing you have to watch out for on eBay is that people like to take the lenses off and sell just the body of the camera, and you can't record without a lens.
Yeah, that's what I worry about. Here's a Nikon Coolpix L810 for $200. I have no idea what I'm doing, so I don't want to spend too much.
You can probably get like a camera from 2008 for like $100 or less. I found a few like random Canon cameras in my area for like lower than $100.
I think the camera that I have currently was like $100 or something. I don't know.
What's the highest quality of yours, Jeff?
1080p.
What's the FPS rate?
Probably
4 million.
Like
some of your old uploads were in 60 frames per second.
I think that was just from the editor, though. I think it was not real 60 frames per second. But I think
false frames.
It might be able to switch to 60, and I might just keep it at 30 because 30 is better. But I don't know for a fact. I haven't looked recently.
Look, no more questions, people. No more questions. I did not sign up for this. Jeff gets all crazy. He like stops the interview.
We have evidence, Jeffrey. Admit it.
Haven't you had enough? Haven't you done enough to me?
I'll admit. Oh, would you like the list of Brickset's top 16 Buttshot?
Yeah.
I would like this list as well.
All right, so wait.
Doesn't he have a Google machine? I'm just kidding. I do too.
So the top 16. I'll just read up the 8 matchups that they did. They did Slave 1 versus Medieval Market Village. The UCS Slave 1, that is.
Wait, what was the Market Village?
Yeah, the Medieval Market Village was in the top 16.
I love that one. I picked that.
Medieval Market Village won, so Slave 1 was out.
Yes.
And then second matchup was Parisian Restaurant versus Assembly Square.
Ooh.
I picked Parisian Restaurant on that one. I picked Slave 1 on the top one because I just like the Slave 1.
But you'll get more Slave 1s later.
Yeah, that's fair. But
something tells me that you don't like licensed sets.
Yeah, but you're also not going to get another Medieval Market Village probably. The closest thing will be the Blacksmith Shop for Ideas this coming up. But trust me, you'll get more Slave 1s, better Slave 1s. You're going to get Slave 1s until you're going to hate Slave 1, whether you like licensed or not.
They're kind of doing that with sand speeders, to be honest.
Sand
with
speeders?
everything. Land speeder?
Well, yeah,
Oh,
Lance,
I
whatever.
thought you said sand speeders, and I was gonna be like, there was a single sand speeder set that's not even really based on Star Wars. So
Well, it's not canon because of Disney, but now it can be canon because Disney is using the EU. I don't know. They're so waffly. Who knows?
What are you guys' thoughts on the playable piano?
I think it looks really cool, but it's $350, so I won't buy it.
Yeah.
It's cool, but I can't afford it.
Yeah.
Like what he said. I'm not gonna get that. There's other stuff I want more. Like I'd rather have the blacksmith shop, and I still don't have Barracuda Bay. So
I'm in the same position. I'd
Speaking
also
of
like to get.
Barracuda Bay, real quick, that's in the third matchup. Barracuda Bay and Ninjago City.
I like Barracuda
Ninjago
Bay.
City over Barracuda Bay,
Alright.
but I don't own either.
I like
So-
Barracuda Bay. It's like a good homage to classic pirates, but I don't think that it deserves to make it into that list.
Do you think Ninjago City's better?
Maybe. I mean, anything with a higher piece count will most likely be better.
That's debatable.
It's all opinion, really.
Yeah.
Well, they're also very. That's true because they're also very different concepts.
I think
So
that
it's hard. It's just mostly like, which is your favorite?
and that it's good that opinions differ.
Yeah.
I hate when people all agree on something that's pointless and boring.
It makes it spicy when people differentiate.
Yeah.
Right. If we all like the same thing, what a horrible, boring atrocity this would be. That's why I don't think a lot of people understand on the internet. They're like, they get in fights and whatever, and it's like, it's good that you don't agree.
It's illegal that you do not have the same opinion as me. I'm gonna have to call the police. Sorry.
Right. Like Jeff and I don't agree on like Ninjago sets that we necessarily like. He likes Ninjago sets better than ones like. There's ones I like, and he's like, I don't really care for it. And I'm like, there's ones he really likes, and I'm like, I don't really care for it. But we still talk to each other about Ninjago. I'm not like
in this
sorry,
position,
Jeff,
I don't like
doing it."
Ninjago as a whole, so that makes it even more interesting.
See, there you go. And I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I hate Star Wars. So, like, the reason I hate Star Wars is because I'm such a big Star Wars fan. So, how about that?
That is basically the motto of the entire Star Wars community.
Right, Star Wars to me is dead.
I think that's probably the reason why I never really got into Star Wars, because the community is just so toxic.
It is toxic, and there's the fanboys like the shills, and then there's the people like my age who grew up with the original trilogy and just cannot stand like it being basically defamated so horribly by lack of care.
And
for the
with my
franchise.
perspective is a lot different than yours, so I have the opinion like I liked The Last Jedi. I think that it's a good movie. I liked what they did different about it. And what people were complaining about was like they basically reinvented the Force's laws, but they kind of made that up along the way in the original trilogy. And
Right,
the
I don't
prequels.
know, and I'm not opposed. People get it confused. I'm not opposed to change. I'm opposed to the lack that blatantly Disney said it's a made up universe. We can do whatever we want. We
Exactly.
don't care about what the fans say. They should like it because we're saying it is. This is what it is.
And then right after they made that statement, they released Solo.
Yeah, I just
Wait.
I don't appreciate their lack of caring about previous trilogies.
Quick question, Butchop. Did you end up watching The Mandalorian?
I saw one episode, not in order.
I'd recommend it. It's my favorite thing from the Star Wars universe, but I'm not an avid Star Wars fan, so you'll probably have a different opinion.
I've been recommended it by so many people.
I think
it really is worth
The
watching.
Mandalorian definitely is one of the things that is most respectful of the original trilogy. That has been
That's what I've been told.
released.
And I don't mind like changes from the original trilogy are fine, but destroying character arcs and making them meaningless from the original trilogy, like I know Jeff loves Solo, right? Actually, I don't even really want to talk about Star Wars that much anymore.
The Jawa Lord as well says that he likes Solo.
Jeff loves Solo, right?
Yeah.
But to have his character arc in there makes his character arc in the original trilogy pointless because he already went through the I'm a smuggler bad guy, now I'm doing something for the good. That was his whole character arc in the first two, in A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, is that he's a smuggler who needs money, and then he ends up helping the rebellion. That was his character arc, changing from a slimy smuggler into a member of the rebellion to stop the Empire. He had no
I agree with that.
and then in Solo, they did the exact same story arc, but younger, making the one in the episodes 6 and 7, or 4 and 5 completely futile, making it stupid because like you can't do that.
But
Like
the one thing that they did differently in Solo was the fact that at the beginning he wasn't a smuggler doing things just for money. Which
I originally liked Solo, but the thing is, I watched Solo as my first Star Wars movie. I hadn't seen the original trilogy, so I liked his character arc in that movie because it's basically a recycled version of the one that's in the original trilogy. And then after I watched the originals, I was like, this is better crafted. And Solo was just a poor remake of it with a worse actor.
thrown together money grab as far as I was concerned.
Yeah, and
I
they referenced the original trilogy way too much. They were scared to make it their own thing.
Right, and that's the same with the what you're talking about, the last one in the Disney trilogy. I felt like it's okay to bring the Emperor back because in the expanded universe, Dark Empire had the clone Emperor, but it wasn't like a showdown like that. In the Dark Empire, Luke actually, to infiltrate the Emperor's clone, the planet where he had his cloning facility and whatever, he had to actually go all the way to the dark side to gain the trust of the Emperor to destroy the Emperor permanently. Like the story was so much better. Luke actually turned to the dark side, destroyed planets with the Empire, with the Emperor, the clone of the Emperor, and all this. They used the clone Emperor thing, but they used it in a really weak and cheap way. They used it as like it was poorly done.
I agree with your opinions on the Rise of Skywalker. I didn't think it. I thought everything they did with Ben was great, but I didn't like the majority of the stuff. Like,
my least favorite additions to the Star Wars franchise are the ones that they were scared to go all in and be original on. Like,
I'm not upset with originality. I'm just mad when I'm upset when there's no when you have a lazy plot, unlikable characters. Like everyone's like, Rogue One is so good, it's so warm. I'm like, the characters who are unlikable, drab.
Thank you. Thank you.
The characters
Jeffrey tries to tell me that Rogue One is the best thing since sliced cheese,
no,
and I 100% disagree with him.
Rogue One, I don't care what happens. All the characters die at the end. Also, we know that they got the plans. Who cares how they got them? And the characters are throwaway characters nobody cares about.
The only thing I mildly liked in Rogue One was the robot, and he dies in the end.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have no love for, like, people like, it's so good, it's different. I'm like, it's different, but also like, who cares about it?
I think that The Rise of Skywalker probably had the potential to be the best in the series.
Actually, there is a George Lucas. There is a few different versions. What we got was the Kathleen Kennedy cut. I guess there was a George Lucas one, and there was one that
Colin Trevorrow did before he left the project.
And there's one that actually the guy who was brought on to the what's his name? The guy who directed it.
Who was supposed to direct it originally? Or, oh no, the guy who actually directed it, J.J. Abrams?
Yeah, Abrams. There's actually an Abrams version that is very different from the one that was released in theaters. Like, Abrams was actually made. He was forced to make changes to his version.
I think that what they should have done was not bring Palpatine back at all and have it focus on good and evil between Rey and Kylo. Because they had set that up in The Last Jedi. They were like, Kylo is the minion and Snoke was the Palpatine, and then they twisted it and were like, no, now he's the Palpatine and the Vader.
No, Snoke is just like a guy you keep in canning jars. You can have a whole bunch of Snokes, like little.
He was a throwaway character, but he was a throwaway character on purpose.
Well, no, Ryan Johnson made him a throwaway character. Originally, Abrams did not have him as a throwaway character in The Force Awakens. That's what happens when you have different people come in and you're like, you can do whatever you want.
I think they should have at the very least had a plan written out from the very beginning.
Yeah.
But
wait, no, that would be stupid. You mean a story arc? You mean like, are you talking about movie making 101, Jeff? Having a story arc that goes throughout so that you actually care about what's happening to the characters and it's not nonsensical, where now Rose and what's his name, Finn, have a side quest that's basically meaningless, and then all of a sudden there's a love story that's now gone and no one cares about any of these throwaway characters that you're just trying to keep busy because you don't know what to do with them. Sorry, I'm very jaded. I said we shouldn't talk.
Right. One other question before we move off of Star Wars: was there anything that you liked about the sequel trilogy? Like, can you think of any elements of it that you actually found interesting, just from the perspective of someone who's not a huge fan of the trilogy as a whole?
I don't really like how they handled any of the original characters. Let's see, positive stuff. I don't know. I think there was too much, like, they were trying too much diversity for me to even stomach it. Like, they're trying to have, like, the Force is for girls too. It's not just men. And it's like, it always was for girls. Why didn't you make Leia the strong character that she always was? She wasn't a damsel in distress. She killed more stormtroopers on the first Death Star than any of the other.
It would have been nice to see them like actually lean into Leia being a Jedi more than just kind of throwing it in the middle of Rise of Skywalker after the actor was dead and you couldn't really do too much with it.
They completely ignored her as a strong woman.
Yeah,
character.
She kind of just became this person sitting on the sidelines, which.
Right, but so I guess not. Unfortunately, not really much of it at all. I wish there was even like some droids I like. I don't like BB-8.
I like Dio. I thought Dio was kind of cool.
I don't like the Lamb.
Yeah. The Rise of Skywalker one.
I wish there was. I'm trying to think of anything. I thought they completely ruined Luke in the second one. I think they completely made, like, Han's death was trivial, and it seemed like it was just like, okay, he's not going to be in any more of them. We have to kill him off. It seemed like no build up to it really, and then I don't know, man. I really wish there was something. No. I didn't like that one lady who withheld information from Poe Dameron. I didn't even care for Poe Dameron. I just feel like the characters could have been interesting and more, but I think it was just they dropped the ball so many times that even if I tried to invest anything, they kept on like fumbling the ball over and over to the point where you're just like, it's so sloppy. I just can't give it any. I can't give it any credit, you know. But I wish there was.
AWM said that I had to hop out.
Oh, sorry. He had fun chatting with us. That's good. At least he didn't leave because we had different opinion. I had a differing opinion. Some people are like, what? You don't love everything with the Star Wars name on it? What? You don't like Ray toothpaste? You are despicable, my goodness. Okay, so I lost track completely of what I was supposed to be doing.
Back to the list real quick because we didn't get through all of it of the top 16.
Oh yeah.
Sets from Brickset.
Okay, so who won on the Barracuda Bay one?
Ninjago City beat Barracuda Bay.
Okay, good.
What about Parisian Restaurant versus Assembly Square? Which one would you have voted for?
I want to say I would pick Assembly because it is the anniversary set that pays homage to all the previous modulars. Although I don't own it, but I love the Parisian. I'm gonna say
the Parisian restaurant won. That one was pretty close though.
Yeah.
Fourth up is Disney Castle versus the Hobbit Unexpected Gathering set.
That's a weird
the
matchup.
Unexpected Gathering was the only like non-direct-to-consumer set to make it. Actually, I guess there was one other set that's sort of non-direct-to-consumer. But yeah, I was surprised that Unexpected Gathering is cool, but I was surprised it made the top 16.
Yeah, and I'm surprised it was pitted.
So the pitting against was done it completely by random. Like they used a randomizer to figure out which one was against what. But,
yeah. Okay. I was gonna say because that's like an uneven match. I would say
you'd be surprised because Unexpected Gathering won.
I would imagine there's a huge Hobbit Lord of the Rings fan base.
But, yeah, I'm just surprised that it beat the castle. I voted for the castle obviously because I'm but yeah, Unexpected Gathering is kind of cool. The next one was Treehouse versus Old Fishing Store. Both idea sets. The idea is Treehouse versus the Old Fishing Store.
Oh, I picked Old Fishing Store.
I picked that one too, and that one won. The next one is Hogwarts Castle, the like $400 direct-to-consumer microscale one, versus the Creator Expert roller coaster.
Hogwarts versus
the roller coaster, the Creator Expert one.
Oh, I picked the roller.
I picked the roller coaster too. Hogwarts won by a single vote.
Wow.
So, yeah, that one was very close. The next one is the UCS Millennium Falcon versus the Emerald Knight Train. I'm pretty sure I know which one you'll pick here.
Emerald Knight, yeah.
I voted for the Falcon, and the Falcon beat the Emerald Knight on this one.
That's not surprising.
And then the last one is Saturn V versus the Destiny's Bounty from the Ninjago movie.
I would pick Destiny's Bounty from...
I picked the Saturn V, personally. I love both of the sets, but I think the Saturn V is slightly better.
It's probably a better set, but I personally thought that was I'm going to get Destiny's Bounty, so...
Yeah, I get that one.
That's a tough one.
Saturn V won by...
I figured that. For some reason, I figured there is such a huge fan base for the NASA themed, like the actual real life space themed Lego. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of all of the space stuff, but I just thought the Saturn V was a really, really good build. And I think
that's crazy. Maybe I should go vote.
So the current matchups are the Old Fishing Store versus Hogwarts Castle and Medieval Market Village versus Parisian Restaurant, and those two votes are still open. I think the results for those will get announced tomorrow, and they'll do those results should get announced tomorrow, and then they'll do the other two.
I would like the Market Village to win, in the hopes that they'll make more sets like that. But I doubt it.
Yeah,
no, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, hopefully I'm interested to see what they do with the blacksmith shop when it gets revealed.
I hope they do some Easter eggs. I hope it's pretty awesome.
I wouldn't be surprised if they sort of make it a little bit more of a throwback to classic, like in the style of Barracuda Bay.
I'm almost thinking that they're going to. I wouldn't doubt it, but I wouldn't mind it either. Like, I like the original ideas set for the Barracuda Bay, but I also like what Lego did with it. So, like, some people are like, hey, it's not even the same idea. Well, they didn't make it worse. So at least you have that. Just be happy that they didn't make it worse.
I think it was good thing for them to add the ability to rebuild it into the ship. I think that was a nice touch.
Yeah, I think it was awesome to be able to switch it from, because I would love to have the island.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the original set was, but it is cool to be able to build a
Yeah.
pirate ship. Like, I don't see how that hurts it at all. That's a personal
Yeah.
choice then that you make.
I'm also interested to see.
Oh no, my daughter's starting drama with Jennifer. Just got home, so she's.
I'm interested to see what they do with the Winnie the Pooh idea set too. I want to know what they're gonna do about molded heads for the characters, or if they're gonna build it exactly like in the submission, or what.
I don't know.
Also, I guess
I heard it was gonna actually come with the actual blood of Christopher Robin.
gonna get a little packet of blood in every set.
Yeah. Why don't I have any 1x1 bricks? Come on, people. I guess that'll do. Oh man, I just broke my lunar limousine again.
Your what?
Okay. The lunar limo.
Oh.
Okay, so I think I know what I'm gonna do for this. I just have to make sure this is super. I need to mute and go check in with my wife who just got home, just to make sure that she doesn't come down here and be like, "Have you been on the internet all day and your daughter's sitting here dying in the sun, blood coming out of her?" The drama.
There, we'll temporarily hide Buttrop's camera till he returns. There we go. Now we have the full space now. What I just did here was I put some chopsticks in the little sushi restaurant thing. But this one doesn't want to really fit properly. There we go. Alright. And Traveler says that he's a big sequel fan, which I was a big sequel fan until the Rise of Skywalker. Which I didn't hate it, I thought it was okay, but there were a lot of things that could have been done a lot better. Though I did really like The Last Jedi. Let's see. Just go watching Warner Bros. Movie. Which one? I guess the Lego Movie is a Warner Bros. Movie. I need to remember to go back in and change that bitrate after the stream is over. We're down to 2 concurrent viewers. Got a gray BB90 head, which is coolish. building some interesting machinery here. Joe Alert, I know you're I don't think I've talked to you since the new Star Wars images came out. What's your favorite set from the next wave? If you are still here, that is. We lost a bunch up. Okay. Oh, I think this is for the weird sushi roll feature thing. Yep, that's what it looks like. Looks like that's what I'm building now. Actually, we have most of the structure done already. And this is gonna go like this. Actually, I know if you're still your job alert, I know I promised you a while back that you could join a stream. If you would like to, you're welcome to hop in. Just like that. And it's gonna go through like that. Oh, that was right. Now we build our monster sushis. But not the weird ninja monster sushi. Okay, so the way that works, you can't really see that because it's too high up. Excuse the light, but you go like that. And it will drop sushis. Here. Okay. Let's go to the other side over here. I don't know what this is though. Probably. Okay, back to here. And we get to make some weapons now. I got some lightsaber katanas, apparently. Oh, the little arcade machine thing is over here. It's kind of cool. We have one sticker in this bag then. All the hard stickers are applied, and I didn't do the best job ever with the one on the very top with all the names, which is kind of unfortunate. But, yeah, I'll live. Okay, sticker time on this little screen. Got the sushi rolls.
Did you finish your
Not
bill?
quite. We've got a little bit left.
Well, I went up and then I started to eat something. I was waiting for Jen to come home before I ate. And then I guess I could have eaten a long time ago. But I thought she was gonna be home a lot earlier. But it's really hot here, like unbearably.
It's pretty hot here too.
So I'm glad to be in the basement, let me tell you. It's nice down here. But I just had to make sure that Indigo wasn't trying to start any drama, like, Dad did this and this and this and this, and Dad blah blah blah. It's like, dads do what things, so just get used to it. That's what dads do. We're not perfect. I don't pretend to be perfect. I do my best, okay?
Alright, the cool arcade machine thing. It goes up here on the second level.
Second level.
Yeah. Alright, and then we're on to bag 6, the final one. And this one has coal in it, so now I have all of the Prime Empire ninja suits except for Nia.
Yeah, I want, if I would have found the Jay's market bag or whatever, the Jay's.
The Avatar thing?
Avatar, yeah. His
Oh, yeah, that one. I know, yeah.
Where he has like the cart,
Yeah.
the vendor's cart for it. I wanted that.
I haven't seen that anywhere either.
I know.
Ninjago polybags are so hard to find in the US usually.
They're not usually for me, but the latest, the Legacy and this last wave, it's like
I haven't seen a single Ninjago polybag in stores near me since I saw Turbo once, but the only copy of it that I found had been stolen, and it was just like a bag sitting on the shelf with the instructions inside. So that was fun.
Is that for the go-kart?
Yeah, the go-kart one from Sons of Garmadon. Oh, the only one that I've seen recently, the most recent one that I've seen is the biker one from Sons of Garmadon.
Oh yeah.
Which my Walmart got, but I haven't gotten a single other Ninjago polybag since.
Yeah, usually we get them all, except I don't know what's going on. We got like 100 of the Speed Champions, like Lamborghini or whatever that was, and then 100 of the million of the Trolls ones, and then there's no room for anything else.
Yeah. My Walmart had like the X-Wing Star Wars one and the Captain Marvel one, which the Captain Marvel one was actually a really good polybag with 2 minifigures for $5.
Yeah, we had the Captain Marvel,
But,
and we had I didn't have the X-Wing. It said it was in stock. It said it was there, but they didn't have it, supposedly. So I don't know if it's just in the back or whatever.
my Walmart said that it's had the what's the Legacy Samurai X mech thing polybag. My Walmart said it's had that forever, but it hasn't. It's like it's in stock, but we don't have any.
I got that one. That's the only Legacy one I found ever.
Yeah, there was also like the fire chicken too, but that one never showed up near me either. I think my store also said it had that, but didn't.
The training one was, I guess, like a
Oh yeah,
Discovery
that
Center
one
exclusive.
also didn't get that.
That was like a Discovery Center exclusive. So
Yeah.
whatever.
At least it.
I didn't go to the Discovery Center this year because I didn't go to Brick World Chicago,
Yeah.
which is when I always go to the Discovery Center in Chicago. So
At least none of the polybags have
maybe
had like
they'll-
anything super duper exclusive in them. But
no, they're actually
Yeah.
kind of lame as far as having anything cool. So I don't really care. Like I don't really need the training one, and I'll buy any other ones if I see them. But in actuality, I really don't care. Like it's not the end of the world if I don't get
like
it.
the only polybag recently that has been on my must-have list was the Captain Marvel one, so it's a good thing that that one showed up. The
Is
what?
the one?
The
Which
Captain
one?
Marvel one. Like I'm just talking from all themes.
Oh, yeah, I got that one for the parts. I have the figs. I'm just gonna get rid of the figs.
I bought like 8 of those because my Walmart had them on clearance for half off, and I figured with 2 figures in it, it'd probably be worth having a couple extra of.
Oh yeah.
My Walmart also put the Trolls polybag on clearance like a month after it came out, so it was definitely selling real well.
No, well, the movie wasn't in theaters
Yeah.
or anything, so.
I'm still waiting for movie theaters to be reopened because I really want to see Tenet, but
Yeah, they were like some of ours are like open for old, not for new releases. And it's, like,
that's not the
limited.
case in Massachusetts, but it is in Rhode Island. So I drove like an hour and a half to see Back to the Future with a friend of mine.
Yeah, they're like playing $5 like
Yeah.
old movies just because it lost so much money, and it's like they only allow so many people. And you're like your distance, like
The
where
theater
you're
was
seeing.
packed when we went. There were like 4 people in there,
Really?
including me. Yeah, 4.
4? Yeah. Yeah, you can really distance in that case. You can really get that distancing in. Where the heck? Oh. Alright. So I'm going to utilize these things. I've been saving these up for like a long time. It's like a brick, but I'm going to utilize those for like solidarity within the structure, and then I'm going to do Technic beams to make sure the thing is like solid planted. But I got to start. I want to have a good, strong like base, like foundation at the bottom, so that it's like it's untippable. Yeah. It's gonna be like the Titanic, except hopefully not.
Like well, I mean, it can be like the Titanic as long as you keep it away from all the icebergs.
Yes.
You know, until it hit the iceberg, the Titanic was actually a really solid ship. You know,
it was doing pretty good. It wasn't doing any worse than any other ship until it hit the icebergs.
Therefore, it must have been at least as good.
Yeah, they just shouldn't have sailed it where they were sailing it. I call that user error.
Definitely.
But I'm going to. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna implement the Technic bricks into this like straight off the bat. Because I was distracted with the Star Wars talk and I wasn't doing that. Okay. And that really, I don't want to disassemble it. What's the point if I just. So that is it. Do you think it's worth the money? Did you pay full price or did you find it
for $50 on eBay, which was pretty good.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because it's what,
Yeah.
80? It's not even like a super high end
Yeah.
one, but it's not the 130 that I'm used to for their structure sets, like
Yeah.
their buildings.
It feels a little bit like it's definitely not as good as the recent buildings, but it's all right.
It looks kind of chintzy, but isn't it supposed to kind
Yeah,
of be
it's
like
supposed to be like a arcade game sort of temple. It's a lot
Yeah.
bigger in the show than it is here, but it still looks like it has the same weird color scheme and stuff. So it's not too bad. Have you
Well, they always have
watched
the
Prime Empire?
No, Netflix doesn't
Oh,
have anything
yeah.
past.
So they're still.
I'm waiting for the Fire and Ice on Netflix. The Ice, they don't even have that one.
Basically, the problem with the way they release Ninjago in the US is you basically have to pirate it on YouTube in order to actually see it any time or in any reasonable amount of time after it comes out. Like, it's Prime Empire's been out for like half a year on YouTube, and they're only starting to air it now on Cartoon Network in the US.
How do you pirate
But
it? I guess
if you look it up on YouTube, you're able to find it because people re-upload it onto there.
Yeah.
It usually disappears after it releases in the United States because Lego catches it and they're like, "Oh no, they're violating our copyright."
Yeah, it
But
gets discovered.
it usually lasts for a decently long time.
I'll have to do that because, like, right now, I haven't seen the one with the fire snakes and the blizzard or the blizzard samurai
Yeah.
or the like. I don't know when they're gonna release it, but
Yeah, they.
I got to the end of Hunted
I
or
think
whatever.
the fire snakes. Oh, have you not even seen the 4-episode season 10?
I haven't even seen the Oni.
They haven't added that to Netflix yet. That's been out for like.
No, and it makes me mad. So I've seen every single episode up until the end, where they're like, they're coming. You know, the Oni are coming. So I saw to the end of that whole thing with when they took the dragons back to the Ninjago realm and everything. It was, awesome. But I've been sitting here waiting, and I'm like, well, how many seasons need to be released before I get the next season? Before they continue it? Because I'm waiting patiently. I'm caught up. I took my time. I didn't binge watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I purposely kind of tried to spread it out so I wouldn't be just sitting there, and now I'm just sitting there. It's like, okay, now it's stupid.
Yeah, I don't get your hopes up too high for season 11. That one was probably one of the worst in a long time, I think.
That's the Oni, or
the Oni season is alright. There's one really, really, really good episode in the Oni season, and then the other 3 are just alright. Yeah, season 11 was not great. Season 12 is a bit better than 11, I think.
Well, is season 11 is the snakes and the ice?
And then season 12 is Prime Empire, and season 13 is the...
So how do they wrap up this Oni thing? Is it the beginning of that season?
The Oni thing is wrapped up in the 4 episodes of season 10. Which... Oh. It's pretty short, but... Yeah.
Okay. We'll get no spoilers still on it. Okay. So I'm not going to be excited. So the blizzard, the snow guys are lame.
The snow guys are okay. It's the fire snakes that I didn't really like, and just the way, because with season 11, that's the season where they switch it to, instead of being 22-minute episodes, in that slot it becomes 2 shorter episodes.
Yeah.
Which.
Yeah, I wasn't looking forward to that.
Yeah, and there are ways to handle it which could have been pretty good, and luckily they really catch their stride there with season 13, and season 13 is actually one of my favorite seasons.
And that season 13 is
the new Master of the Mountain stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah. I wasn't super looking forward to it after the last 2 seasons had been kind of but it was really good actually.
It's like one of the best. I think one of the best ideas they've had. Well, I really like the hunted realm, the dragon
Yeah.
realm, and all that, but the Oni realm. But I think this is even more up my like something I would enjoy.
Yeah, and especially for like if you're, I was going into it with like, oh, this idea looks okay, but like if you're going into it with like this idea looks really good, I think that you'll really enjoy it.
Oh, I'm sure I will. I have no doubts. Like the sets are amazing. I think the premise is super cool.
I was considering
I have
after
no.
Prime Empire and the fact that there are a lot of Star Wars sets this year that I really want, because I think they've really stepped up their game there. I was considering kind of focusing less on getting Ninjago sets, but after season 13 being as good as it was, I will probably have to get all of those.
Oh yeah, I mean, I want to like. They look amazing, and the fact the ability that you can put them together and stuff. I don't know, it looks cool in itself. I don't know
Yeah,
whether it works or not. I'd like to still try to get all of them for that wave, which may I think be a first to get every set.
I was thinking I'll probably end up like I was planning to get the Skull Dragon and the like largest $100 set regardless, but
oh yeah, the Skull Dragon.
The Skull Dragon is probably one of the best dragons that they've done. It's really good.
Yeah, that is amazing. Titanium J already built it, and oh, it's awesome. Like Titanium J ordered it from or Vazi or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he built it, and it looks just spectacular. I was tempted to order it from there early because it's really not that much more. It's like $10.
Yeah, it's
shipping.
like the same price plus. There were, at one point they had the Destiny's Bounty on there for like 10% off. I almost bought that one, but I decided to wait on it.
Yeah, I figured I could wait. I don't know until they come out. It just sucks that it all got pushed back. I don't feel like having to. I feel like I should be able to go to the store and buy it. But yeah, some of those sets are gonna be like day one. Like I think the $20 Woo's Battle Dragon that Chompy turns into. I think that's day one buy. I think that's a cool $20
Yeah, that's
set.
definitely. And as far as like cheap dragons go, that's got to be one of the best looking ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like usually the cheap dragons are kind of cheap and kind of lame, but that one's actually like
usually you gotta make up for it by having big. I want it's a small crappy dragon, but that one pretty cool. I just wish there was a Chompy.
Yeah,
hopefully
that would have been nice to get.
Some kind of Chompy. Oh well. Yeah, I heard someone goes. Jinblade was complaining about no Chompy. Well, he would complain if he got a Chompy. So either way, like him complaining isn't a big surprise to me. They were other than that.
He was complaining about the fact that I'm not gonna spoil anything, but he was complaining about the fact that the awakened skeletons, like the black skeletons, weren't in more sets. He's like, well, I don't know. I kind of like the fact that they weren't for story reasons, but I don't want to go into that. But
they weren't
they weren't in more sets. Ancient Blade was like they should have been in more sets instead of the goblins and other stuff.
I like the goblin guys.
I get the other thing that Jinblade wasn't a huge fan of was just the fact that the goblin guys only had 2 variants, which I guess that's okay because there are a lot of variants of them in the show. But
that's not a big deal. And plus, like a lot of people look at the skeleton figs and they don't consider it a minifig, so that's probably why they wouldn't put it in more sets because, like, some people like don't count that as a minifig, you know, and so. they're probably like, well, we don't want to just load him up on these skeletons, and they're gonna, because he would have complained about that if every set came with 20 skeletons. He'd be like, what the heck? Where's my goblin at, y'all? I don't know how he talks, but I'm just pretending that's how he talks. Where's my goblins at, y'all? I wish he sounded like that, actually. That's a little less annoying. Where's my goblins at, y'all? It'd be kind of funny when he complained. Oh, kids. Okay, so that looks pretty decent.
Nice.
And I think if I do, so it's got a solid base, and I have the holes in the back for the pins, so that I can like use the long arms, Technic arms, to hopefully brace it in like 10 spots. But I need this thing to be like 4 times as tall as I have it. So I'm kind of just slowly pecking away so that it's like the bricks, there's no loose part. Like everything is overlapping and like, you know what I mean? It's all interlaced. There's no like a bunch of same size bricks on top of each other. I don't want any weak components in here.
I'm on the final sticker here.
The final sticker. Dun, 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 dun. Jeff's on the final sticker.
And there we go. Final sticker applied.
How many stickers
there's a decent amount. It's the highest number is 13. But obviously there's 8 of one of the stickers types, and then there's 2 of a couple others. So it's more like maybe about 20 stickers total. So kind of a little bit more than average, I'd say, for this size set.
I hate when there's huge.
This set has some mildly annoying stickers. There's like 3 stickers that go on large transparent panels, like the those ones.
That's where the stuff, if anything gets in there at all, like a tiny piece of dust, you're like,
yeah, there's a tiny piece of dust on the the sticker on the top of the set that has the names and like the scoreboard.
Curse you.
But I did do the other 2 pretty well, so I guess I can't complain that much.
No, those are tough. Like you literally have to like have a sanitary like hospital grade area for putting those on, which is weird.
All right, so you gotta snap the 2 sections together. Where does this clip on? Does it not? Like actually physically attach? Maybe it doesn't. Oh no, it attaches. That's interesting. They attach with like the Star Wars macro binocular piece thing. I think it uses that to attach. Yeah.
Really? The one with like the concave eye.
That's interesting. They use 2 of these here to attach it via clips. And it's different.
That's weird. That's so weird. Like usually those Star Wars binoculars don't even come in a lot of sets besides Star Wars. They just use the regular binoculars that they come in every city set. So
that's a little bit surprising.
Probably making it more high tech. These gotta be real techy.
Yeah, that's a pretty neat set, I'd say.
So what is your main play function, I guess?
What?
Like what is
so it's got the door that opens up when you stick the Kitana into a Technic axle, which is kind of cool. It's nice that they're actually integrating the there. Actually, are you able to see the stream?
I'm watching the stream, but I think it's behind.
Yeah, it'll be well.
I'm watching on YouTube. Yeah, I'm watching on YouTube, so eventually it'll get to what you're talking about, I'm assuming. I'm not sure the lag.
It's like 30-ish seconds or something. So it'll take you a little while. But you take this little Kitana thing here, and you stick it up here into there's like a Technic axle connector, and you stick it in the top of that, and then you're able to turn it. And then as you turn it side to side, you gotta move the camera angle down so you can see. But those doors will open up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's showing it now. That's awesome. I like those doors though. They use those panels.
They come together pretty well. You have to. They're a little tiny bit finicky. You got to get them to like line up perfectly. But once you do, it works pretty perfect.
Yeah, I might steal that idea for a door on a Mac. Because I have a bunch of those trans red of those. And I don't know. They just sit in a box. So yeah, right now you're showing the sword on the YouTube stream. So now I'm watching our past, I guess. I'm watching our recent past.
Hello, Kai Smith. Welcome.
The ghost of Jeff's recent past. Kind of creepy, but fun.
I knocked something down. I don't know what.
It looks like a cool set. I think if I found it,
I knocked the
like me, I'd say $50 or less, I'd buy it up right away.
Yeah, I'd say it's worth it at that price. It's probably like if you're comparing this to say the $80 skeleton dragon, I don't think it compares, but yeah.
No, and I didn't expect it to. Like, obviously, I want what's in the Skull Dragon set more so, just based on what it is. Like, I don't have any interest in this, as I haven't seen this season, but also I don't think I'm going to be upset that I missed any of the sets. Like, I haven't bought any of it, so I could see if I was almost done and I needed this one or something, like how I missed out on the Dragon Pit. Like, I hate that I don't have the Dragon Pit. Like, I'd rather have the Dragon Pit.
The Dragon Pit is way better than this too. There is the sushi monster though, so that's
sushi monster. Oh, whatever. I'd rather have the dragon that comes in the Dragon's Pit, because actually, after finishing the Hunted season, I fell in love with the dragons. Like, I love all the dragons in there and how they only I love the betrayal with, I forgot the guy's name, the main Hunted guy, when Wu and him go into the cave and the betrayal, he thinks that the firstborn will listen to whoever has the armor on, but really that doesn't matter. He can tell who's good and who's evil, and that was an awesome betrayal. I thought that was just so cool. And then the dragons were they bowed down to Wu. And I'm like, this is awesome. Because I love the dragons. Because Haley was asking me if the dragons are good or bad. I'm like, they're good. The only reason the one in that the Hunted that's in the Dragon Pit is because they captured it and make it fight or whatever. It's not a bad guy. It's just owned by bad people.
Yeah, Hunted was definitely one of the better seasons they've done too. Especially, I think if you sum together the the sets and the season, I think Hunted probably has the best average of those, because the sets were really good and the season was really good. Whereas my favorite season is Sons of Garmadon, but the sets for that weren't too great. They weren't terrible, but there wasn't.
No, but the set, because I still have Diesel now put together. Literally the Hunted, I love the Hunted bad guys a lot. And I thought the Sons of Garmadon, the SOG headquarters was a crappy playset. I didn't think it was that. The sets weren't very good, but I liked that the SOG storyline and the Hunted storyline went on simultaneously between the realms. I thought that was awesome. For switching back and forth.
Yeah, it was almost the 2 seasons were almost one story, which was cool.
Yeah, which I thought was cool. It's you're getting 2 stories for the price of one, you know. Yeah. Oh, you still have that? No, I didn't. I forgot. I was gonna come back up to get it. I was coming to get it.
What you doing now?
Talking to Jeff about Ninjago while I build. This is starting my tower.
Capper? That's your tapper.
It has to hold this up
Why?
because that's what the point of it's
This is
gonna
gonna
be.
be cool.
Hopefully.
Oh.
It doesn't have to. Like, no one's forcing me. Look, they said if I don't make it hold up the dropship, then I'm gonna disappear, see?
I'll hold you to that pitch up. I'll make you disappear.
I'm gonna move it back, though.
Well, knowing that we have somebody that's like opening the food in our house, I'm moving these.
I don't think it's as bad as you think.
I don't know what's going on. No, because look at there's like weird stuff all on the outside now.
Is there?
Yeah.
Like what? Rat?
Saliva.
Shut up. She's just messing. She's just messing with me.
No, I'm not. Look at it. It's funky.
Oh yeah, funky saliva, funky saliva. I love funky saliva.
Well, clearly, because you want it to stay down.
There's only two watching and one person's me. We might as well wrap this up. He's like, well, he was building something, so I was just talking to him. No, well, we basically are. It's basically a private hangout at this point. He was building something, and then everybody ditched out.
Alright.
So basically, we're doing a private hangout for ourselves. Oh, and now there's a second person.
Oh, I'm probably the other one too, actually. Yeah, I have it pulled up. It must be me.
Oh, no, there's three. So there's one person besides
Who else is here? Anyway, for
Kai Smith was. He goes, "Oh my God, it's me. Hello, remember me?" And then we did.
Well, I said hello to him, and then he didn't say anything back. So, anyway, whoever else is out there, adios. Thanks for stopping by, I guess.
So long. Oh, they're gone again now.
Oh, they're back
just look
now.
at us and they're like, "Oh."
But anyway, we're ending the stream here. Thank you for joining me, Buttchop. It was fun talking to you and AWM when you were back here.
Yeah, I always like talking.